Hi everyone, my name is Karen. This is my channel RatherBeReading, and today I'm bringing to you a reading vlog. Hi guys, welcome to a new vlog. Apologies for the crappy lighting. It is actually just after 10 p.m. on Thursday, the 1st of February. A quick life update, I guess. I'm gonna try to keep this really quick because I really need to get to bed. I've been successful in my 5 a.m. wake up again today. I'm really proud of myself, but I'm still really not feeling great. Just this head cold is really like knocking me around, so I was really exhausted when I got home from work today, and I had soccer training, my very first soccer training for the year at 7, and so I ended up leaving work a little bit early. And I came home and I actually went to sleep for about an hour and a half. And then I got up and I literally had to quickly get my shit together and go to training. And then I ended up chatting to my sister for quite a while after training in the car park. So I've literally just got home. And I'm basically going straight to bed. So a reading update. I am still reading Choosing Charleston. I'm about 50% of the way through that now. Hoping to maybe have a bit more reading time tomorrow. I actually had a pretty busy day at work today. So hoping to have a bit more time to read that tomorrow. I still haven't listened to any more audiobooks since the last one I mentioned. I've got a bunch on hold, but just none of them have come in. I mean, I'm actually first in line for one or two of them. So hopefully I'll have some up next week to listen to. But yeah, so I'll just be reading Choosing Charleston tomorrow. I don't know if I'll get the whole last 50% of it read tomorrow, but that'd be good. But if not, I'll probably finish it on Saturday, depending how much time I get for reading over the weekend, because I really need to do some shit around the house, because my house was really tidy for a few weeks there, and then over the last week with just I've been quite busy and not feeling great. I've just fallen into some lazy habits, and my house is starting to look a bit of a pigsty again. So I just want to make an effort to, get my shit together this weekend. So I'm really hoping that I'm starting to feel better for the weekend, because I don't want to be feeling really crap all weekend. But yeah, so I'll probably check in with you guys when I get home from work. Tomorrow we actually have I have work drinks tomorrow night, but I'm not sure. I'll be going to it, but I don't know how long I'll be sticking around for, because I haven't been feeling the greatest and I've just been really tired, so we'll see. But I'll definitely probably chat to you guys tomorrow. Hello. It is 10 to 8 p.m. on Friday the 2nd of February. I've been home for about 20 minutes or so. I think I mentioned yesterday that we had work drinks tonight, so I went to that after work, and so I got home a lot later obviously than I normally would. I'm wearing my wristband so that I could get drinks on the bar tab. In terms of reading, I keep cutting my head off. In terms of reading, I've done very little. I'm now at literally 54% in Choosing Charleston, so I've got very little read, but I don't have any plans for the rest of tonight. I am feeling very tired. I still have my head cold. So I probably am literally just going to head to bed not too long and just read until I get really sleepy, and then probably go to bed and start afresh tomorrow. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Hi guys, it is 11 a.m. on Saturday the 3rd of February. So I am in a new location, in case you couldn't tell. I'm in the car. I was actually planning to try do some clips from while I was driving, but I don't know if most people vlog on their phone, but I don't vlog on my phone. I vlog with my normal camera, and I have no idea how to get the camera to sit while I'm driving. It would just slide all over the place. I even brought blue tack into the car and tried to blue tack the camera down, but the blue tack just wouldn't hold. So instead you get a clip of me just sitting in the car park holding the camera. So I'm currently at the library. That is the library just over here that I need to return a book. I think I mentioned on Wednesday that I was planning to come, but I was hoping, I have a hold in transit that I was hoping I could pick up, so I waited until today, but unfortunately that hold has not come in yet, which is a little bit frustrating because I bet you $1 million it will come in probably later this afternoon after I've already been, or tomorrow. But it's not a big deal. I can just come get it during the week or next weekend, like if I have to. It's not a big deal. So a reading update. I'm still reading Choosing Charleston. I got to 70% of the way through last night, and I actually read a tiny little bit of it this morning before I went to coffee, so I'm hoping to get that finished today. But yeah, I don't really have anything going on today. This is the only like errand really that I have to run, is coming to the library, and then I'll probably just be reading and watching booktube videos while I like intermittently like tidy up my house, because I just got some like stuff around the house that I need to do, and that is about it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this new location, and I might check in with you guys later this afternoon. If I finish Choosing Charleston at a reasonable time, then I might check in with you guys when I finish that, but I'll definitely talk to you guys again soon.
Hi guys, it is now 10 to 4 p.m. on Saturday the 3rd of February. Excuse me. So I just finished Choosing Charleston by T. Lynn Ocean. So this, I don't think I ever said what this book was about. So it's a women's fiction chick lit. No, I did. I now recall giving a synopsis. So I won't give another synopsis. I will say that in terms of like chick lit type novels, it's definitely on the weaker end. I really, really didn't like the main character. She just did a lot of like things in the book that I just didn't agree with. Like, for example, after she finds out that her husband has been cheating on her and she kicks him out of the house and all that, she quits her job with like no notice, and it's not just like it's a professional position. She is a mediator at a law firm, I believe, or I don't know if it's at a law firm or at a separate like mediation company, but she's a mediator with a law degree, and she doesn't even like go in, or I believe she gives a letter to her friend who's a colleague of hers to give to the her workplace, resigning immediately. And like even that just bothered me. I was like, that is so unprofessional. And she talks about later in the book that, you know, maybe she shouldn't have left with no notice, but she had no choice. And I was like, well, you did have a choice. I understand that you wanted to get away from your husband, but would you really have lost anything by providing the standard 2 or 4 weeks or however many weeks notice you were required to give and like moving afterwards? I just thought it was so unprofessional. And also, wouldn't that affect your prospects for future jobs? Like, is any job going to give you a reference when you just leave them in the lurch? It's just stuff like that just really, really bothered me. And she's very, like, doesn't listen to reason about any of the situations that are going on in the book. Like, everyone else is saying to her, you know, oh, well, we just have to accept, you know, this because it's not, while we might be unhappy about it, there's nothing we can really do about it, and no one's really in the wrong. But she just gets so like headstrong about it and refuses to listen to anyone and just does some really ridiculous things that are actually really harmful to people's lives and business in order to like get things to be how she wants them to be. So I just really, really didn't like her. The romance within the book is also, it's not very romance heavy, which is quite unusual for a chick lit. So there's no real like romantic contact between the like romantic leads until very late in the book, but then by the end of the book they've said I love you. Oh, like it was, so in that way it was very insta-lovey, and I just didn't really like it. I thought in terms of a chick lit book it was like definitely on the weaker end, so I'm probably going to give that a 2.5 star rating. So I will next be moving on to World After by Susan E. I'm really excited to move on to the second book in that trilogy because I really, really loved Angel Fall. I'll probably check in with you guys tomorrow. I'll be heading over to my parents shortly. We are having a barbecue around there, and normally we play cards, but I got given a Buffy the Vampire Slayer board game for Christmas, and we haven't played it yet. So I might take that around and see if anyone's interested in playing that. I don't know that anyone else will be interested in playing because my sister and my mum have both seen Buffy, but they're not like as big of fans as I am, and my sister's husband will also be there, and I don't know that he'll be interested at all. But I don't think you necessarily have to have an interest in the game to play the game, but I need to look. I might take it so that we can look more into it and see if that's something that we'd be interested in playing, or whether we'll just play cards. I'm not sure, but that should be a really fun evening, and I'm looking forward to that. And then, yeah, I'll check in with you guys tomorrow, because I probably won't get much more reading done this afternoon or tonight until I go to bed, and then I'll check in with you guys tomorrow, kind of let you know what's going on. See you guys. Hi guys, it is 7:45 p.m. on Sunday, the 4th of February. I thought I would give you guys just a quick update on where I'm kind of at. So I think yesterday I mentioned that I was moving on to World After by Susan E. And I got to about page 30 last night. I ended up getting home really late from my parents' place, so I didn't do much reading at all last night. And then I've got a bit read today. I ended up going out to some markets with my parents this morning, and then I ended up sleeping for almost 3 hours this afternoon. So I'm hoping that doesn't screw me up for tonight, but I've been pretty tired. I think my body's really like trying to get used to the 5 a.m. wake ups, although I've only been doing, so I'm doing 5 a.m. like Monday to Friday, and then 7 a.m. Saturday and Sunday, and I got up at 7 yesterday and today, so I say I'm doing really well with it, so hopefully I can keep it up, and my body just eventually gets used to like waking up earlier, and hopefully I'm going to be able to be getting to bed a lot earlier. There's actually been a few changes in my life over the last, 24 hours really, and maybe a bit more than 48 hours. And I'm no longer playing soccer this year, and I'm no longer on the committee at my soccer club. So that has really opened up a lot more free time in my life. So hopefully that means I'm going to be able to get even more reading done this year. So I did get a bit of this read today, but I'm only on page 103. But I don't have anything else going on tonight. I'm about to, probably going to head out and pick up some dinner, and then I'm just going to be reading, probably. I did film one video today. I filmed my wrap-up, and I really wanted to film my TBR as well, but I didn't realize at what time it was, and my parents were picking me up to go to my brother was playing in their soccer thing, so we just went to that for a little bit, and I didn't realize that when I went to start filming the thing, I got a text message, and I looked at it, and I realized I was being picked up in 5 minutes, so hopefully I can get that filmed tomorrow or Tuesday. But yeah, I don't think I have anything else to update you on, so I will probably talk to you guys when I get home from work tomorrow. Bye. Hi guys, it is currently 5 p.m. on Monday the 5th of February. I was working on that project that I've mentioned a few times today, so that meant that I was able to get home earlier than usual, which is really, really great. So I thought I'd give you guys a quick reading update. So I am still reading World After by Susan E., but I've made pretty good progress. So last night I got up to about page 170, and I got quite a bit read both on the bus to and from work today. So I'm now on page 265. So I have exactly 50 pages of this left to read. So I will definitely be able to complete this tonight. I do have knitting group tonight, but if I don't get any read before I leave, which I may do because I don't need to leave for another, my sister won't be picking me up for at least another hour. And if I don't get it read or any of it read before then, I'll definitely just finish it before I go to sleep tonight. Do I have anything else to report? I don't think so. This, you can see my skin is looking real nice. I think all of the dirt, because even my hair, it doesn't look as bad on camera, but there's like some kind of humidity in the air, where we're working on this project, and my hair is always a lot bigger, like frizzier looking there than what it is normally, and I think all of the dust and dirt and stuff that I've mentioned a few times is just like clogging my pores and is making my face break out, which is great. So yeah, but nope, knitting group, making good progress with this. I'm really enjoying this. Maybe not quite as much as the first one, but we'll see once I kind of get to the end and I see how this one finishes up. But yeah, I'll definitely talk to you guys probably tomorrow when I get home from work again. I don't have anything going on, I think, for like the whole rest of the week after work. So hopefully this is going to be able to be a big reading week for me. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Hi guys, it has only been about 30 minutes since I last spoke to you. I completely forgot to mention to you guys that I did listen to an entire audiobook today. I listened to a book called Are You There Alone by Susan O'Malley. This is a non-fiction true crime about Andrea Yates, who drowned all 5 of her children, killing them all, and it's about that crime. So obviously this book doesn't focus on like the kind of mystery or the case as to did Andrea Yates commit this crime, because it is undisputed that she murdered all 5 of her children. It's about, it details the case against her and her plea of insanity, and kind of gives you quite a detailed history of her mental illness and things like that. I will say that this was very hard to read, hearing about 5 children. So she had 5 children aged 7, 5, 3, 2, and 6 months. 4 boys, all the 4 were all boys, and then she had a little baby girl. So hearing about their mother drowning them was very, very hard to read. And at the start, you do get a description of the grief, like when the father and, well, particularly the father was informed about it, which was very hard to listen to. So it is a hard read. But the main thing that I took away from this was the huge, huge issues within the mental health field within America. So this case was in 2001, I believe it was, and Andrea Yates was in and out of mental health facilities, undergoing all kinds of psychosis and severe, severe postpartum depression. And for her to have got to this stage, and for her, like, case to be, like, it's undisputed that she did this, but I think definitely a portion of the blame can be put on the mental health doctors and such that didn't properly treat her. Like, within the court case, it comes out that in her most recent hospitalization, I think it was, before, because she was hospitalized multiple times, she had tried to commit suicide several times, and so she was hospitalized several times, and it was documented that she was undergoing psychosis, that she heard voices and things like that. And at one point, it is detailed about how the most recent psychiatrist that she was talking to spent a total of about 45 minutes with her over 13 days that she was in the mental health facility, and that's it. And about the ways that she was not properly weaned off drugs when she was taken off drugs, and that the proper procedures weren't followed either about like when she should be discharged from the mental health facilities, like that if she's given, like, weaned off a drug or given the all clear or something like that, that it should be at least 24 hours later, and that those type of things just weren't followed. And it's just really, really sad. It is a really, really sad account. It was interesting, but overall just really sad. In the end, I'm giving that a 3.5 star rating. But I just thought I'd give you guys that quick update because I did also read that entire book, or listen to that entire book today. But yeah, that's it. It's been 30 minutes and I've read 6 pages of World After, and that's it. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Hi guys, it is 5:15 exactly on Tuesday the 6th of February. So I just got home from work as per usual. I actually ended up having a really busy day today. I wasn't scheduled to be on the program today, but they needed someone to do as much extra time as they could, so I ended up having to go back and forth between my office and, like, where the project is, and just, like, cram as many hours, like, kind of in as I could for the both, like, within the working day. So that's been pretty tiring, and because I was so busy, I didn't even end up taking lunch today. Like, I just quickly scarfed down my lunch that I'd taken while I was at my desk, so that's upsetting. But I did get a little bit of reading done on the bus to and from work. So last night before I went to bed, I did finish World After by Susan E. So this is the second book in the Penryn and the End of Days trilogy. And I did really enjoy it. I don't think it was quite as good as the first one, but I did still really, really enjoy it. I love how, like, dark this is, but it's got, like, a real kind of dark humor about it as well. Like, there's some quite funny parts, but it is, like, a very, like, dark, gritty type of trilogy, and I really, really am enjoying the romance that's in it. It is very, very, like, slow burn type of romance. We've had and like I don't even know if it's going to end up like being a thing actually, but we've had very little like romance stuff in it. Like the romance is pretty light on, but I am enjoying that aspect of the story as well. And in the end, I did really enjoy it. Like I say, it wasn't quite as good as the first one, but I did still really, really enjoy it. And in the end, I gave that 4 stars. And then today, I have moved on to Exile for Dreamers by Kathleen Baldwin. This is the second book in the Strange House trilogy or series. I'm not sure how many books there are in this series. So I'm on page 51 of this. So I managed to get a little bit read today. I don't know how I'm feeling about it so far. So I had pretty mediocre thoughts about the first book, which was called A School for Unusual Girls. That was just okay, but I was really interested. So this book continues on in the timeline, but is following a different character. So you couldn't read this, I don't think, without having read the other book because it is following those events, and the events have already been referenced a whole bunch. So you would have had to have read the first book, but it does follow a different character. And so I was really interested to read this one because I was really interested in the romance that was going to take place in this one, because you get kind of hints of that in the first one. So I knew what the romance was going to be. And so I decided to give this one a go and kind of see whether it picks up. And I have to say that having had mediocre thoughts about the first one, I remember very little of the actual details of the first book. Like when the events are being mentioned, I have to be like, oh yeah, like that's what happened, because I don't really remember it that well. And I didn't read it like too long ago. Like it was in the second half of last year. So that is probably pretty telling of, how good this is. So if I don't enjoy this one, I definitely won't continue. I always say that. And then if it's a trilogy, I'm like, well, I already read 2 books. I should just, see how it ends. So anyway, we'll see. Like, so far this is okay. Like, I'm not like super loving it or anything, but I am very early stages. This has got like 360 odd. Let me just check. Pages, is it? Yeah, like 360 pages. So I still got over 300 pages in this to go, but I don't have anything going on tonight at all. I do want to film my February TBR that I didn't manage to get filmed on the weekend. I would like to film and edit that tonight. That would be awesome, but that should be a shorter video, I think, like hopefully. So hopefully that shouldn't take too long. Oh, I did want to share with you guys, I did get a package at work today from a t-shirt that I ordered that I was inspired recently because of my love of the Buffering the Vampire Slayer podcast. I didn't get this from the Buffering the Vampire Slayer merch thing because the shipping was just really, really expensive. The shipping alone was like $35 or something, and like that's already expensive for a shirt, let alone that the shirt was like $20 or something. I think the shirt was $24 and then the shipping was going to be like $35, and I didn't think about it. So that was my argument for why I didn't get that, and I did want like something off that because I would love to support them because I do love that podcast, and I may still like when I can like feel more so like I can justify that cost. So I ended up like looking online and finding other Buffy related merch. And I ended up ordering this shirt, and the shipping was still expensive, but it was more reasonable. But then I didn't realize that it was in US dollars and not Australian dollars, like a real rookie mistake. And then once I actually purchased it and the conversion happened, it ended up costing me a lot more. So I think this shirt ended up costing me like $50, which is pretty expensive for a t-shirt. And I do really love it, but I think it's going to be too big. I'll see if I can show it to you because it was unisex sizing, and it's always hard when it's unisex sizing to know and already also it was from the US, so it was US sizing and unisex. So I ended up ordering a medium because I would prefer it to be too big than too small, and it is pretty big, but I don't really care because I just love it so much. So I'll see. Oh, this is going to be really hard to show you with like the handheld, but I'll do my best. Hold on, bear with me. Get out of the way sleeve. So it is this shirt here that's got Angel, Xander, Willow, Spike, Cordelia, Faith, and then Buffy, and all of the more side characters are in purple, which is my favorite color, and then Buffy is in this like kind of different font and is in pink. The color is a lot brighter than what it's showing up on camera. Like it's a really bright purple and a really like bright pink, but it is a pretty large shirt. But yeah, I'm really excited to have this because I've always loved Buffy. It's been, like, it's my favorite show and has been, like, for forever, like, since I first watched it, basically. And I do own 2 other Buffy shirts that I got a really long time ago. I own a Sunnydale High, like, Razorbacks t-shirt that I got, like, so long ago. And I do also own one that says, I think it says I love Buffy on it, but the heart, it's like I heart Buffy, but the heart is like an anatomical heart with a stake through it. But that one, when I bought it, was too small. And that was years ago, so I definitely wouldn't fit into it now. But yeah, so this is unrelated to any kind of reading, but I just love this shirt and I'm really excited to wear it. I don't even care if I'll look stupid wearing it because it's too big. I'm definitely going to be wearing it around. So yeah, that is about it. I will probably check in with you guys tomorrow when I get home from work. I wanted to include as many, like, out of the house clips as possible, but I don't have, like, too much going on. I do have a massage tomorrow, but I'd only be in my car. Like, I'm not going to take you into the masseuse. Like, that would be pretty awkward. Oh, I am supposed to be going, I think after my massage, I'll be going to a soccer thing that my brother is playing in, so maybe I'll take the camera there. I don't know if I'd get any, like, footage there that would be worth putting in this, but we'll see. Anyway, I've gone off on a tangent, as is my pretty standard thing that I do. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Hello, it is 5 p.m. on Wednesday, the 7th of February. This is going to be the last day of this particular vlog. I'm doing just weekly clips because February really nicely splits up into 4 even weeks, so that worked out really great. So I have been home from work for about 10 minutes and I'm really hot. It's 40 degrees, my standard heat complaint. And it's mainly was more annoying today because my bus was really late on the way home, and so I was just standing in the sun for ages. And then I had to walk from the bus, like, in the heat, and I just hate it. As we already know, if you've been watching these vlogs, I hate Australian summers. So, I have still just been reading Exile for Dreamers by Kathleen Baldwin. I am now on page 163 of this, so I'm about just a touch under halfway, so getting through that. I also started listening to an audiobook today. I didn't end up getting through, well, very much of it. It's a longer one than the other ones that I've been listening to, and I'm currently 29% of the way through, so like almost a third, but I didn't get anywhere near as much time to listen to stuff today as I normally would, because I would have got at least halfway through, I think, if I'd had my normal amount of time. Oh, sorry, I've got something in my eye. If I'd had my normal amount of time to read. So this I am enjoying. I'm still not like 100% sold on it, but it's like okay, like there's nothing wrong with it. It just isn't like hugely gripping. And then so the I didn't even mention what audiobook I'm listening to. I'm listening to The Animators by Kayla Ray Whitaker. This is a book that's about 2 women who are animators, like they work on animation movies. And it's about that they finally have like this animated movie that they do that becomes like quite popular in like the indie scene, and they're getting finally a bit of like recognition. And it says in the blurb that, you know, there starts to be like kind of a strain on their friendship because they've been friends since like the first week of college when they met, and they animate together and whatever. So I will say that there's stuff referenced in the synopsis that I'm not going to mention here because I'm almost 30% of the way through and it hasn't happened yet, which if you watch my channel, then you know is one of my pet peeves, when stuff is mentioned in the synopsis and then it hasn't, and then doesn't come into it until like 30% of the way through is really starting to push, you know, the boundaries of where I feel like stuff in the synopsis should already be happening. And there's actually like a big event that's kind of taken place that wasn't mentioned in the synopsis. So I find it kind of strange that there's this big event that's already happened that you wouldn't put into the synopsis, but then there's something else that's like the main thing that you focused on in the synopsis that hasn't happened yet. So I don't know, I just find that so frustrating. So hopefully I am on the project all day tomorrow. So hopefully
like, I don't know, I was on the project for a good chunk of today. I was kind of going back and forth again today, and I was there, but everyone was really chatty today, which was nice, but it just meant we were like having a chat, so I wasn't really listening to my audiobook very much. So I may get a bit of that, more of that listened tomorrow. I don't know how much I'm going to get read tonight. I need to leave in about 20 to 30 minutes. I have a massage tonight, which I'm so excited about. But I need to have a shower before I go, which I wouldn't normally do, but it's 40 degrees and I've been sweating and I don't really want to go to my massage sweaty. And I have to go straight from my massage. I will be going straight to, my brother is playing in a soccer game tonight, so I'm going to go straight to that. And that's at 7:30. So by the time that finishes, I won't be getting home till almost 9:30, and then I'll basically have to go straight to bed because I've been still going really successfully with my 5 a.m. wake-ups. Can't remember the last time I mentioned it, but I haven't missed a single day except for the weekends, like where I've been doing the 7 a.m., but I've been on my like schedule of wake-ups every day, so I'm really proud of myself. But I'm not, and like, so I don't know what I'm gonna do for dinner. If I have time, maybe I can pick something up on the way to soccer and then just eat there, which means I won't be eating anything great for dinner anyway. This is not something I need to be thinking about on the vlog. So that's it. I may take the camera with me and try squeeze in a couple of little clips at the end here, but I'm not too sure. So you may be going into some clips or you may be going to the outro. I don't know, but I will definitely see you guys in a new vlog very soon. So that was my reading vlog for the first week of February. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Apologies that I didn't end up having any clips on that final day of the vlog that I mentioned. In that, I completely forgot to take my camera with me when I left the house, so I just didn't have anything to add into it, but I hope that this was still enjoyable for you guys. Please comment down below how your reading has been going in February. I would love to chat down below. Please like this video if you liked it. Please subscribe if you want to see more from my channel. That's all I've got for this video today. Bye guys!